Hi friends, welcome back. Today is, just like I promised, gonna be my foundation routine. I just go over my moisturizer, primer, my foundation obviously, concealer, and powder, and that's it. So if you want to know what I do for my foundation routine, just keep on watching and it'll start right now. So I'm just starting off with a bare face, of course, and I already applied my moisturizer, which is the Clinique Dramatically Different moisturizing lotion. Yeah, this is pretty much the only moisturizer I have ever used that does not break me out. Everything breaks me out. It's so annoying. I like this one. So before I apply my foundation, I'm just going to use my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer because it's the bomb. I'm still using my little baby size, you know. And I'm just going to kind of apply this all over my face. I know it looks crazy, but it has a weird applicator thingy. I don't really know who thought of having this weird applicator on there, but that's what it is. So damn, I'm just gonna rub it in with my fingers. It really does wonders. So now once my whole face is all primed and ready to go, we need to put back this hair. So I'm just gonna take some clips, some random clips, whatever, just to put my hair out of my face. I kind of switch my foundation up from day to day. Today I'm using MAC Studio Sculpt and I'm the color NC44. I always just take a damp beauty blender. This is my tool of choice, beauty blender all day, every day. What I do is I just take my Studio Sculpt and I just take some on my middle finger, like so, and then I just dot it all over my face. I'm just dotting this all over my face. So now I'm just going to take my damp beauty blender. I'm just going to start doing patting motions to blend in that foundation. I feel like it's very important to make sure your foundation is well blended and you drag it down onto your neck because, yeah, nobody wants to see that line of like demarcation. That's probably the least attractive thing I think I've ever seen, ever. Now after my foundation is done, I always like to go in with concealer. I don't skip concealer ever. So I always take the MAC Prep and Prime in the shade Bright Forecast, and that's kind of the peachier, I guess I would say peachier of the three. I think it works out well with the actual concealer I'm going to use, which is MAC Prolongwear in shade NC30. NC30 is lighter than my skin tone, of course. I always go lighter under my eyes. I just like highlighted stuff. So I take the Bright Forecast first, which I know it looks absolutely horrendous, but you know what? It happens. And I just, you know, twist it up and the product comes out, and then I always just put it right underneath my eye in kind of that upside down triangle shape that everybody and their mothers does. And again, clicking it up for the other side. So with the Bright Forecast still, you know, unblended and gross looking, then I take my NC30 Prolongwear and I just do one pump on my middle finger, which one pump is probably even too much. And I just tap that right on top, basically, of the Prep and Prime. I guess I'll take a little bit down the bridge of my nose, just like a tiny little bit. That's it. Now with my same beauty blender, I just go in, and again with our tapping motions, we're gonna blend this out. Okay, now once that is all blended out, I always always set my face. Well, I always set my under eye. I don't always set, you know, the rest of my face, but my under eyes is a must. And to set my under eyes, I pretty much every single day use Ben Nye banana powder. Now, I'm gonna show you mine. I don't want you to make fun of me. This is my Ben Nye banana powder. It's like huge. It's like bigger than my head, but I cannot live without this powder. This powder is my happiness. So I had to get the big boy. And I just take, sometimes I take my beauty blender and kind of just dip it in, but lately I've been opting to not do that. So I'm just going to take my Real Techniques setting brush and dip it in and just powder them under eye. So again, taking my huge jar of banana powder. I don't think, you know, I've tried other powders under my eyes. I don't think any other powder compares to this one. If I use, you know, any of the setting powders from MAC, the shaping powders, if I use any of the shaping powders, it still creases. If I use the Anastasia powders, it still creases. Like, nothing controls them creases like Ben Nye banana powder. Now, like I said, I don't set my face, like my entire face every day, but when I'm wearing, it sounds weird, but when I'm wearing a really dewy foundation like Studio Sculpt Face and Body Nars Sheer Glow, I have to set it because I am oily. So if I don't set it, I get super duper looper oily much quicker throughout the day. When I set it, it still looks dewy, but not like an oil bag. You know what I'm saying? You got it. My absolute favorite powder to set my face is the Rimmel Stay Matte. I know it looks kind of disgusting, but you know what? Whatever. Rimmel Stay Matte, and this is in the transparent shade. And I always take my Hair and Makeup Addiction, the finisher. This is my absolute favorite powder brush. I have never liked a powder brush as much as this one. It is so good. It is just so good. And I just go around and set my whole face. So now this is where I would do my brows, then I would contour, blush, do my eye makeup. I would do my highlight. I know it's weird that I do my highlight like in that order instead of just doing it after my blush, but I'm comfortable like that. I don't know. Then I do my lips, and then we're donezos and good to go. So I'm just going to do all that off camera because that's not what this video is about, and then I'll be back. And that's it, guys. That's all I do for my foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Make yourself at home, please. This is our humble abode, not mine. It's ours. And yeah, that's it. I guess I'll see you guys in the futuro.